Ever found yourself pondering about how to calculate your net worth? Well, you're not alone. It's a question that often crosses our minds, especially when we start thinking about our financial future. Knowing your net worth isn't just about boasting rights, it's about understanding what you have, what you owe, and where you stand financially. It's a critical piece in the puzzle of financial planning. So buckle up and stay tuned as we break down the process of calculating your net worth into simple, easy-to-follow steps. First off, what exactly is net worth? Well, in its simplest form, net worth is the measure of your financial health. It's the total value of everything you own, your assets, minus everything you owe, your liabilities. Let's break that down a bit. Assets include everything from your cash in the bank, investments, real estate, and personal property like your car or your beloved collection of vintage comic books. On the flip side, liabilities are all the debts and obligations you have. This could be your mortgage, student loans, credit card debts, or even that money you borrowed from your buddy last month. Subtract your total liabilities from your total assets and voila, you've got your net worth. It's a snapshot of your financial situation at a specific point in time, and it's a great tool for tracking your financial progress over time. Now that we have a grasp on what net worth is, let's move on to the calculation. The first step in calculating your net worth is identifying your assets. So what exactly are assets? In the simplest terms, assets are items of value that you own. They come in many shapes and sizes and can be as diverse as the people who own them. Let's take a closer look at some of the most common types of assets that you might have. Cash, of course, is the most straightforward type of asset. This includes the money in your checking and savings accounts, or even that little stash you keep under your mattress for a rainy day. Investments represent another significant category of assets. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA, and even that promising startup you invested in last year, all fall under this umbrella. Remember, even if they're subject to market fluctuations, they're still assets. Real estate is another big one. If you own your home, that's a substantial asset. The same goes for any rental properties or land you might own. And while we're on the subject of property, don't forget about your vehicles. Cars, boats, motorcycles, even that vintage Vespa you restored last summer can all be counted as assets. And then there's personal property. This can range from your furniture and appliances to your electronics and jewelry. Yes, even that comic book collection you've been amassing since the 8th grade has value and can be considered an asset. The key here is to be thorough. Dig deep and consider everything of value that you own. And remember, value isn't always about the price tag. Sometimes an item's worth is more about its potential for future appreciation. So, take some time, make a list, and identify all your assets. This is your starting point. It's the foundation upon which your net worth is built. Once you've identified all your assets, it's time to move on to the next step, identifying your liabilities. After identifying your assets, the next step is to identify your liabilities. Now, what exactly are liabilities? These are essentially what you owe. They represent your financial obligations or the debts you need to pay off. Liabilities can significantly impact your net worth, so it's crucial to have a clear understanding of what they are. First off, you have your loans. This category can include student loans, personal loans, or even car loans. These are all debts that you're obligated to pay back over time, and they can significantly impact your financial health. Next, we have mortgages. If you own a home, chances are you've taken out a mortgage to pay for it. This is a type of loan secured by the collateral of specified real estate property, which the borrower is obliged to pay back with a predetermined set of payments. Now let's talk about credit card debts. Credit cards can be a handy tool when used responsibly, but they can also lead to significant debt if not managed well. The interest rates on credit cards tend to be pretty high, so it's essential to keep track of your spending and make sure you're not accumulating too much debt. Lastly, there might be other financial obligations that you have. This could be anything from a monthly gym membership to a Netflix subscription. While these might not seem like big expenses individually, they can add up over time and become a significant part of your liabilities. It's important to note that not all liabilities are bad. Some, like a mortgage or a student loan, can be an investment in your future, but it's still crucial to keep track of these and make sure you're managing them effectively. Remember, your net worth is calculated by subtracting your total liabilities from your total assets. So the lesser your liabilities, the higher your net worth is likely to be. Now that we've identified both assets and liabilities, we can finally calculate the net worth. We now have all the ingredients we need to calculate our net worth. Now that you've identified your assets and liabilities, it's time to put them together and find out your net worth. You might be wondering, how do I do that? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Your net worth is simply your total assets minus your total liabilities. Let's break it down using a simple example. Imagine you have total assets worth $50,000. This includes everything from your car, your house, your savings account, and even your beloved comic book collection. Now suppose you have total liabilities or debts amounting to $20,000. This includes your car loan, your mortgage, your credit card debts, and any other money you owe. To calculate your net worth, you simply subtract your total liabilities from your total assets. So in our example, you'd subtract $20,000 from $50,000. The result? A net worth of $30,000. But wait, you might say, I have more liabilities than assets, what happens then? That's a great question. If your liabilities exceed your assets, you have a negative net worth. But don't panic. This is just a snapshot of your financial health at one point in time. It doesn't define your future. It's a starting point that can help you make informed financial decisions moving forward. Remember, calculating your net worth isn't about judging your worth as a person. It's about understanding your current financial situation so you can plan for the future. It can help you set financial goals, track your progress, and stay motivated. Think of it as your financial compass. It shows you where you are now so you can navigate towards where you want to be. And just like a compass, your net worth can change directions based on the financial decisions you make. Congratulations! You've just calculated your net worth. But what does this number mean? Well, stay tuned as we delve into understanding your net worth in our next scene. So, you've calculated your net worth, but how should you interpret this number? Well, let's start by saying that your net worth is essentially a snapshot of your financial health at a particular point in time. It's like a financial selfie, if you will. But instead of showing off your new haircut or your vacation tan, it's showcasing the balance between your assets and liabilities. Now, if you've done the math and you're looking at a positive number, give yourself a pat on the back. This means that your assets, all the things you own that have value, outweigh your liabilities, or the debts you owe. It's a sign that you're on the right track. You're building wealth and moving towards financial stability. On the other hand, if you're looking at a negative number, don't panic. It simply means your liabilities currently outweigh your assets. This isn't uncommon, especially if you're just starting out in your career, have student loans, or you've recently made a big purchase like a house or a car. Yes, it's a wake-up call that you need to reassess your financial habits, but it isn't a life sentence. Understanding your net worth is crucial because it gives you a realistic view of your financial situation. It's not about the size of your paycheck or how much cash you have in your wallet. Instead, it's about the overall balance of what you own and what you owe. Realizing this can be a game changer. Your net worth can help you make informed decisions about your financial future. If your net worth is positive, you might consider ways to invest and grow your assets. If it's negative, you might think about strategies to pay down debt or increase your income. Remember, your net worth isn't static. It's a dynamic number that will change over time as you acquire more assets, pay down debt, or as the value of your assets fluctuates. So it's important to recalculate your net worth periodically to keep track of your progress. Lastly, keep in mind that your net worth is just one measure of financial health. It doesn't take into account your income stability, your potential for earnings growth, or your financial goals. It's a useful tool, but it's not the only one in your financial toolbox. Knowing your net worth gives you a clear picture of your financial situation and helps you make informed decisions about your financial future. So take that financial selfie, understand it, and use it to your advantage. Okay, now that you've got a clear picture of your net worth, what can you do to improve it? It's time to make some moves. If you're in the positive, great. Keep doing what you're doing, but don't get complacent. Consider investing in assets that can increase in value over time. This could be stocks, real estate, or even investing in your own education to increase your earning potential. If you're in the negative, don't fret. Remember, it's not a life sentence. It's time to strategize. Start by paying down high-interest debts like credit cards. Then, work on building an emergency fund. This will help prevent future debts. You can also look for ways to increase your income, like seeking a raise, changing jobs, or starting a side hustle. But remember, increasing your income doesn't mean increasing your spending. The goal is to increase your assets and decrease your liabilities. And no matter what your net worth is, it's always a good idea to set financial goals. This could be saving for a down payment on a house, paying off a student loan, or building a retirement nest egg. Your net worth can help guide these goals and track your progress. And remember, your financial health is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, patience, and discipline. But with the right mindset and strategies, you can improve your net worth and your financial future. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Until next time, take care.